Hey, it's Rasbane with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Heart, the City Beneath, Descending Derelictus. This is episode 5. In the last session, our brave delvers found themselves at a station that of the Vermissian train network. Some signal box cultists were outside, but they kick our brave protagonists kick their asses, and now they know that there is something about gravity manipulation behind this vault door. So they've not had time to rest. They are not in Derelictus, but they've had a time to catch their breath. Yeah,
we're all fine here now. Thank you.
Yeah,
how are you?
I'll let everybody mark off one stress in one box because you've taken a 5. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right. I will mark off one of my many mind stress, which will still keep me above the level for my bonus.
I only have one there, so I'll mark off one of the echo stresses.
Yeah. So your first on your to-do list is get inside this station, and Garanhon has a device that will let him access the information node from what's left of the Vermissian train network. This information will be used to find out more about the conductor. Your contact, Charlize Ticketaker, believes that the conductor is still alive and is taking measures against some threat to the network, which she does not want to see happen, because she likes the network just as much as you do. But you need more information to find out what this threat is. And
I do, although
the
train will only tell me so much.
Mm-hmm. So you have already, as we begin the game, the 4 of you are standing in front of the vault door. Garanhon, what does the device? You've hooked a device into the vault door control panel. What does this device look like?
Did we actually say what it was last time?
No. This is okay. Just like, I didn't even have you make a check. You can just open the vault door. I'm not gonna like.
Okay, so you're right. So the device itself too. Actually, it initially starts out just looking like a cylinder with nothing else. But the minute that it is brought towards the door, it starts unslotting from the end and rolling back into different segmented pieces until it creates a very intricate key. That's like a key fob that actually has teeth rounding around the entire center of the core, that's constantly moving.
That seems normal.
Yeah.
What, you haven't seen a key before? You haven't seen shit like this. This is how I got into my last apartment.
Yeah.
So you use this.
I need a dental drill to pick locks.
No, it's unpickable, and by the meaning that it eats picks, literally.
Mm-hmm.
See, I just had a really good roommate who would open the door for us.
Mm-hmm.
Those don't exist.
You open the door. Somehow that interfaces with the control panel. And the vault door opens up, and then you see a very strange sight, even for the Vermissian train station. Have you been to many actual stations before, Garanhon?
2. One that was in massive disrepair, so it was only good for salvaging, and one that we essentially passed through as we were being chased by something large, and it's a large metallic worm.
So the train,
one does.
So the station is like a rail yard, and there are actually many seemingly intact train cars. Unfortunately, though, at the far end of the perspective of the rail yard is very focused to a point in the distance, like a student's drawings of a perspective.
Goody. Yeah. Vanish to the vanishing point.
Yeah, the vanishing point is very obvious and very close by, maybe less than a mile away. And this vanishing point is actually more like a swirling infinite black void.
Oh, that's a mood.
Yeah, revealing just an empty you can't but with a corona of light around it that is so bright you cannot see anything past it. But nothing. So it almost looks like a black hole, but nothing is being sucked into it. But the all the train cars are floating in intricate patterns, in like a circular manner. So they're just in loops. In slow, lazy loops. You realize, Garanhon, instantly that you'd heard that the Vermissian train network had certain stations were outfitted with experimental gravity manipulation technology that would allow them to maneuver cars onto tracks more easily, move heavy cargo, but it was experimental. Because, well, it meddled with forces and formula that they didn't really understand too well. Some believe, in fact, that these gravity manipulations were responsible for the catastrophe that befell the network.
But what you're telling me is that we have the potential of salvaging technology that could be attached to my shield to add a repulsor to it.
Well, that
I could surf on. I could surf on it. I could shield surf.
So there's basically a long set of these cars between you and across from you. You can see floating. There is the building. There is one building across the tracks. There's like 6 tracks on this rail yard, and that's and there seems to be like some sort of train station. There seems to be one track inside that building, and there's a train car in there. You know that building would be your best bet to figure out where the information node is, or the access to the node is. So yeah, you have to get across these floating train cars, because you see they're moving quite slow, but they're very, very, very large, and you don't think they would if you hit them at the wrong angle, it's still gonna hurt. So
or flip.
Yeah, it's not you don't know. So yeah, that's the first thing. You have no idea what this does to like living creatures. So
it's probably fine.
Yeah. So there are a couple different ways you can do this. You could use a evade check to run across the tracks and dip, duck, dodge, and dive your way across. The other thing would be to use delve to just clamber onto the train cars and leap from train car to train car. Of course, you can use discern to learn more information.
I was about to say if I could possibly see if there's maybe a safety handhold using discern and technology.
Yeah, there's definitely technology realm. Yeah.
I can help on that.
Yeah,
I know technology.
You can each just make your own rolls, because this is just learning shit. There's no consequences if you fail. There's no stress. You just don't learn anything. You just need a 6 or better. So yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm just going to look at it and go, three-dimensional movement.
I got an 8.
Only.
As did I.
Okay. Okay.
If only a little bit of spider would help in this.
That's true.
Yeah. And Rakk is just kind of like, yeah, it's some fucked up.
I was like, I just won a big fight. It's all good.
All right. Doesn't make any difference.
You'll get it eventually.
We're all having fun.
Yeah. So both of you got an 8, it sounds like?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've also got an 8 and a 9, so.
Okay. So we'll actually start with Outis. What do you want to figure out about this?
We're looking for like ways across, right?
That would be one. That would be a pretty obvious question. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to start with just like safest way to navigate the way.
Okay. There is one. You actually look off to your left, so you're basically the vault door is sort of like in the middle of this rail yard. Off to the right. If you're looking straight at the building, to your right is the vanishing point. To the left, though, at the opposite end, you actually see a tunnel. And several train cars are backed into it, stopped, and they are not moving. But it is very dark. Well, you see there's some interior lights, tunnel lights on, and something moves in front of them. So there's some sort of like a fog or a mist, but it's dark. It's kind of hard to tell exactly. And yeah, so the so that you would be safe of the being crushed or slammed by one of the train cars, but there's something else over that way. But you're not sure exactly what it is. But it does seem to be like a sweet spot where you're not too close to the tunnel, and not too close to the train cars. So you could slowly pick your way across that. Let's see here. So, Garanhon, what do you want to figure out?
So I was trying to see if there is a safe handhold, or maybe even like a control panel near any of those where we might be able to safely, that's like deactivate it, or at least either the hover function, or at least see if there's a way to maybe stabilize it so it doesn't fall over with the added weight.
Okay, so what you do figure out is there is absolutely no control mechanism on this side of it, or the train cars themselves. This is the mechanisms for this is built into the station itself. There must be a control room in which they do this and control these things, or they program in them, and the only way to reprogram them would be in this in an interior room somewhere. So if you want to, now this is not to say it's impossible to do that, but you'd have to start like ripping open the breaking the walls and finding built-in cabling and instruments and shit like that, and that's obviously going to have its own risks, but there's no way to do it legitimately from where you are.
Okay.
You've never seen this before, and you're just getting a base sense of how it works just from observing it. But there's no like exterior machines. There's nothing labeled gravity manipulator control panel on off for gravity manipulation. Nothing like that. The
Vermissians didn't believe in signage.
Aaron,
they did, but like the people who built this are all dead. So.
Aaron, you got to hack it.
Yeah.
Hack the Gibson.
That's the only way.
Yeah. So, Valanthe, what do you want to figure out? Because you were also.
We've already figured out the safe handholds.
Well, there's no safe handholds, but there is a narrow path that no train cars are directly moving in. So there's like a narrow. It's about the size. It's only like a foot, a couple of feet wide.
Yeah, it's definitely probably safe.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly.
Yeah, it leads.
I forgot I still had darkness fallout. I think that is supposed to affect my discern checks. I may have fucked up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, whatever. Valanthe figured that out, too.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind next time.
Anybody.
Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just scrolled down on my sheet.
Yep.
Oops.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do then is take a look at the ceiling and find a safe way across it.
Oh, there's no ceiling. It looks like the night sky.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Even better.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's the heart. It happens.
Yeah.
You do see there is a high cable running from the wall near the vault all the way over to that building over there, so you could use that. But that the trains don't break the cable, obviously, but they swing by it precipitously. So if you're shimmying along that cable, you would still have to make a delve check to get by, but you would put you right in the front door of that building. If you take the safe path, that's going to take you to the side of the building, not the front side, not the front door. So yeah.
Well, if we can get to the side of the building, we can either enter the side door or we can get in the front door by working our way around the outside of the building.
Well, unfortunately,
either of those.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
I was going to say either of those methods seems like it would work.
Yeah. You like I said, you just go to the side path and get to the south side of the building, or basically the tunnel side of the building. There's tunnel side and vanishing point side, and then there's the front door. Those are the three sides you can see. The safe path gets you to the tunnel side of the building.
Yeah, and there's probably nothing to worry about over there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel totally safe.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, can I maybe determine, is there anything like a dangerous creature or something in here that we're not seeing?
Oh, yeah. You can use discern. Yeah, I'll let you use hunt.
Okay, while you guys are doing that, I'm kind of just sniffing around.
Mm-hmm.
10.
Yeah. All right.
Ooh.
There are two scents to you. One is coming from the tunnel, and it's very odd. You've never smelt this before, and it's very faint, but something unusual. You've smelled things similar to that when you're, say, standing over a pit that leads far deeper into the heart. It reminds you slightly of that, but and then somewhere else there is your nose is very keen at picking out aged bone. Something that has been perhaps a century old or more bone. More than just a single bone, like an entire ass skeleton somewhere.
Oh no, is it the lost skeleton?
Oh no, I've heard of that.
You can't. It could be anywhere in the station. It's very faint. It's been here a long time. The scent has sort of permeated the entire area. This also tells you that despite the night sky, there is like a closed air supply here. So it is environmentally sealed, in other words. So yeah.
Yeah, an environmentally sealed infinity. It's fine.
That's cool. It's a loop.
This guy, like, there's some weird things in here. Be on your guard.
It's a Mobius station.
Perhaps you've heard of such rumors. So yeah, do you are you going to cross to try and get to the front door, or are you going to like take the safe path to the tunnel side of the building?
You know what? Again, no risk without reward. So I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get to the front. So on my side, was that a delve check? You said
delve to that's your. This is the jumping puzzle section of the game.
Actually.
Yeah.
But before we do delving related things that I currently will definitely take a penalty on, is it? Does anyone want to take D6 stress to remove my darkness thing? Because that's totally a thing any one of you buddies could do.
D6 stress, as in
to supplies.
Oh, sure.
Specifically.
All right.
I might as well. I mean, I am the healer, so might as well heal.
Well, it's more you're lending him extra lamp oil. So.
Yeah, I drank the rest of it. Sorry.
Again?
Look, I have no excuse.
You know, the doctor, the leech said to eat lighter foods. Yeah.
So,
hey, look, there is absolutely no judgment here. This stuff is teriyaki flavored.
Yeah, I drank the lamp oil, I ate a few matches, and it cleared up my head cold right away. It was fun. It was great.
Well, that's because you don't have any sinuses anymore.
All right, do you want me to roll for that, the amount then, David, or do you want to roll for that? It's one.
I mean, that is...
why don't you roll?
Okay. 1.
Hey!
All right, sick. So you remove your darkness, and then let's find out. David, what's your current supply stress?
That puts me at a stress of 1.
All right. You're fine. No fallout from that.
Thank you, Valanthe.
All right, so go ahead and make a delve plus technology check there, Garanhon.
Can do.
And if you do it...
And I can definitely support you on that if you need
that would be appreciated. Just
now,
in case,
here's the... Oh, wait, Garanhon, I should say, if you want to take the rest of the party, it becomes a risky check, but then no one else has to make a check.
Okay. Can... Outis still help me with that?
If it doesn't matter, it won't help him get across unless you make it a risky check.
Okay, I'm willing to take that risk on myself if that's before everybody. So so Outis, are you?
Outis will be putting himself in danger too, and this will be blood stress because you'll both get smacked by a fucking train car.
Yeah, that's 4 dice for you, right?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So that hopefully should be
big money. Big money. No big money. Whammies.
No fucking whammies.
I repeat, negatory on the whammies.
That's critical.
It is not a critical.
No, well, it's a 9.
It's a 10?
No, it doesn't matter. Remember, it's a risky.
It's risky. You lose the top one.
Yeah.
Okay, but still, I got a 9 and an 8, so we're good.
You got a 10, 9, and 8, and a 1. Holy shit.
So, you are a good team leader. You figure out the pattern precisely. And you
Doing
basically
SWAT hand signals, pointing with 4 fingers.
So basically,
also a lot of flares.
Yeah, you. Well, it's actually pretty well lit. You don't need to. It's not 100% lit, but think of like Twilight. Like that's about how well it's lit with some street lamps or some lighting. It's not pitch black, but you do. The flares help to give them places to jump to, and basically you jump first, and you just like jump now, because as you realize,
it's a quick time event.
Once you jump within the orbit of one of these train cars, you're affected by the same anti-gravity as well. So you'll be pulled along as well. So you're floating. Yeah.
We have to angle H jump to make sure that we're within
Princess Toadstool in Mario Brothers 2 style.
So basically, there's invisible gravity lanes that go in different directions. And you just have to sort of navigate that. But like you help everyone else one at a time, and everyone gets across quite smoothly. Good job. So
teamwork.
Yeah, right.
So you step in the station. You're in front of the station building. You look around in the distance towards the vanishing point. You see more buildings, but they're already like curved and distorted as though they're near the vanishing point. So you don't know if you can actually go to them. But this building is normal perspective, at least to you. And you can see inside there is a train car. There's also other rooms inside. So do you want to go in, or do you want to look around in sort of the right outside the building? You can also try to climb to the roof of the building, look around the vanishing point side. Yeah.
If we can safely split up right now, at least in the area, we can get multiple advantages. So I'll take a look at the front area, or at least I guess the foyer receiving.
Well, I mean, are you going inside, or are you staying outside the building?
Staying outside for the moment. So
all right, so you're just looking around. Is anybody else doing anything different?
I'm gonna go inside.
Okay.
I'm kind of like keeping watch because this is like, they're doing techie shit.
Yep.
I kind of want to walk a little ways closer to one of the vanishing points and see what happens.
Okay. So you stay close to the building because you realize some of the train orbits go very close to the building, and you can get clipped if you're unwary. But you made that check pretty well, so you don't have to worry about that as long as you don't get too far away from the building. Okay, so you're examining the walls around the building and that kind of thing. So we'll get to you in a second. But actually, no, we'll do that first. So what you figure out was really interesting is that there was a lot of signage on this building, directions of where to go, and warnings, safety warnings, all the kind of signage you've seen and have been tutored in as a Vermissian knight. But it's all highly faded away or almost erased. And what's odd is the erasing is far more... The closer you get to the tunnel, the more thorough the signage is erased.
So, when you say it's erased right now, does it actually look like somebody physically did that, or it's just fading?
That's a really good question, and it's actually not, it doesn't really correspond exactly to anything you've seen before. So yeah, you can't even really make a check because this is a new, whatever phenomena did this is not erosion, not weathering, and not like a person just scratching it off or anything like that. It's similar but different. So you're puzzling over that, and you can't really, you need more information to solve this. Okay. So while you're doing that, Valanthe, you step in. There's some warm yellow lights, overhead lights. There's a train compartment, and you hear a door open from across the building, and footsteps moving towards you. So you have a moment to act if you want to, Valanthe. It is somebody walking in shoes. You can tell that much.
Shoes, not armored boots.
Nope.
Okay. One of two ways to go about this. I think I'm going to go with hello.
you hear a elderly drow voice, slightly accented. Someone you would peg them as a honest, hard-working person, judging by their voice. Hello, the station is closed. We've had some. It's a bit dangerous here. I've not received words. And in a moment, you see a drow, an elderly drow, in some sort of uniform, holding a lamp, and he is looking at you, quite concerned.
It's all right. I'm here with one of the Vermissians from the train station.
What?
He'll be along momentarily, I'm sure.
Oh.
He's looking for the conductor.
Oh, well, I haven't seen the conductor.
The conductor?
Oh, no. My name's Mr. Lost Light. But you can just call me Ambra. I'm a train man. I just do the work. The conductor, of course, is not here. The trains aren't going. You'd have nothing to conduct. We've had a bit of a hazard. I guess the work crews are pretty delayed. Meanwhile, Otis, you're looking towards the vanishing point side.
I kind of want to see what happens when I get a little closer.
Yeah, you feel it seems fine when you get to the edge of the building, and you sort of peek your eyes, and it looks like the vanishing point side of the building has a single door that is closed, leading inside the building, and then there's just sort of this like open yard with some weeds and things. But when you look back at where Rakk is standing in front of the front door, he looks a little distorted. So you realize, obviously, it is proximity. When the distortion is a visual phenomenon based on relative distance to the vanishing point and whatever you're observing. So you can make a discern plus technology check if you want to figure out anything else. But that is the phenomena you see without having to make a check.
I want to stare into the weird abyss. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Discern and technology. I have both of those. So hooray. Oh, 10.
All right, with a 10, you look at the vanishing point really hard, and it feels really good to look at something like this. But because it reminds
you,
you,
visual ASMR.
Yeah. There appears to be something inside the vanishing point, some sort of machinery, like a giant pulsing Tesla coil. And then but it kind of shimmers and fades away. And then it shows for a second, you see like the outline, this spire, the city line of Spire in the distance.
The above ground spire?
Yeah. But the city line looks different. And
right.
You realize this was one of the, this was a train station at the periphery, like outside city limits. And somehow got sucked down here, and has been in some sort of stasis or some sort of like this pulled like an acre or like a square mile of the periphery of the city and put it down here. And like the weeds look like they're fine. Like it's just in this time bubble. It's
so that's why there's like a regular sky, because like a chunk of above ground is literally here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. You do remember there is a bit of the periphery around Spire that is a no-go zone, and no one is allowed anywhere near it, and they built a giant structure over it with a tarp so people couldn't directly observe it.
I mean, yeah, they put a tarp over it. That's how you know it's serious.
Yeah. Well, it's a very durable tarp. But at this point, you hear voices coming from inside the building. Valanthe sounds to be talking to somebody. Rakk and Garanhon, you're closer, so you can actually hear the conversation that just happened. Do you go inside to see who Valanthe is talking to?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay. Well, you see Miss Ambra, the train man. Garanhon, what about you?
So I'll be like, please tell me he's not like a train man that cares, like he's a humanoid train.
No, train man. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what he says his job title is. He is dressed in some kind of a uniform. Garanhon, are you there? Oh, no.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know I was muted. Sorry. Yes, I am.
Okay. Let me make a little note here.
Sorry.
No worries.
How dare you?
So Garanhon, are you going inside, or are you going to keep checking outside?
No, I hear the voices in there, and actually incredibly surprised to see somebody else at the station.
Yeah, this person is wearing that is a Vermissian train man's uniform. You recognize that if that is a replica, or it looks like it's like
reenactors.
Yeah, it's a really good fucking reenactor.
But I actually go into one knee for a second, saying like, "Sir, we apologize for invading." That's like one of these stations without permission.
Well, don't be making fun of me. I'm no lord or fancy. I'm working man here. Why are you on one knee? I'm not.
You're of the stations, so
I work here.
You work here?
Yeah.
How long have you worked here?
Well, about a year now.
You need to be asking him any kind of crazy questions like that, trying to figure out how long he's worked here. Why don't we just get a nice little cup of tea? Yes, tea is good.
Oh yeah, I have some. I have some coffee. Yeah, it's not great, but it's here. Come on, over. Are you? Wait, are you? I heard they were hiring freelancers to do some of the repairs. Are you one of these freelance work crews? Because I just assumed
independent contractors.
Yeah, independent contractors. That's it. Yeah.
Well, yes, we are trying to fix so we can get down to one of the further. That's like one of the further stations. That's correct.
Oh yeah. Well, I can tell you about the problem. So he leads you off to the employee waiting room, restroom, just kind of like the employee lounge. Sorry. There is a coffee maker, an automat vending machine,
ooh,
yeah, some newspapers, and some an overflowing ashtray filled with cigarette butts. And he pours you all a cup of coffee, which smells like warm death. So, does anyone drink the coffee?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
I do not.
Everyone drinks a coffee needs to give me a discern. Discern plus cursed. I mean, not discern. Sorry, endure plus cursed.
Endure plus curse.
Oh,
okay.
Sweet. I have none of those.
Yep.
I have at least endure. So
Come on, easy roller dice.
my colon tanked it.
Nope, 3.
Okay.
10.
Okay. It is 1d4 to fortune if you fail. What 2 fortune stress to you then? Otis, what does that put you to?
Oh, just 2 then. Fortune.
All right, you're fine. You feel a shudder, or there's chills down your spine. You feel like someone walked on your grave as you drink it. It is awful. It is.
You guys act like I've never been to a Waffle House before.
Dude, we're in an abandoned train station. Let's not get spooky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on! I love a Waffle House.
Yeah, we I got a message. We got a message here to shut down. After we turned on the gravity wells as instructed, and the boys over there did. They're a bit overdue. I wish they'd call me. We heard this rumbling coming out of the tunnel, and the hazard lights came on. Now I don't. Franklin took the damn code book, which he looked at the code book to look up what kind of hazard it was, and he wouldn't show it to anybody else. He was in a real bad mood. It must have been something. I figure it's a sewage leak or something. And so he disabled the station, locked it down, told me to stay put, and he took the damn key with him. So here we are. I'm waiting
just
for somebody.
Waiting at the moment.
Yeah, just waiting. The damn thing. Yeah.
Can I actually attempt to draw a sketch of the machine that I saw flickers of in the vanishing point to show to Aaron?
Yeah, you can show that to Garanhon.
Yeah, Garanhon. Just a second. I stared at the weird perception bending infinite perspective point for a little while, and I saw this here, as well as like the outline of the spire, as though we were
the spire.
Yeah, as though we were like on the surface, which is probably fine. And also this like flickers of this sort of machine in the center of the crunching perspective vortex. So does that mean anything to you?
So you don't have to make a check. It's not. You can tell it's not standard equipment at all, or infrastructure or anything like that.
This is not traditional fire.
Yeah, it is not traditional fire. So this is Garanhon. So it's something unique. So there's no way for you to know what it is exactly, but your well-educated guess is that's the gravity manipulation shit.
Can I show it to the trained guy?
Yeah, sure.
Be like, hey, do you know what this mechanism is? Like,
they told me not to touch it. It's part of the new gravity machinery and whatnot. Something about yeah.
Do you know if anybody else touched it?
Oh yeah. Some of the boys went up to reset everything. Part of the protocol from that hazard. Yeah.
Was this the last time you talked to them? Was it before then?
Yeah. My watch stopped a little while ago, but yeah, I figure about an hour, 2 hours, something like that.
Do you know what time is on your watch now? You say it was a couple.
A couple hours. He has a pocket watch, of course. And my watch stopped at 4:52. Yep. I figure it's about 7:52 now. Going to be dark soon.
Everything seems fine here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably will be.
Sorry, been a night sky there.
Yep.
So. Oh.
Yeah, he walks out to like look at this guy. He's like, yeah. So he goes out to the front door.
Turn around to everybody else. I don't want to alarm you, but there are rumors of gravity affecting time, as in elongating it or shortening it for others. So
I like the effect of time dilation around a black hole, right?
Oh, you'll
yes, we all know about the singularity, but I don't think that it's the singularity as much as it's here.
Hey, I read, okay?
When?
I don't know if that's the situation we're dealing with here or not, simply because, this old man, he seems a little dotty. He's been here by himself for a while.
He's only been here by himself for a few hours from his perspective. Probably fine.
Probably is the intro one, but all right. Yeah, I think we need to get to that device not only because it's fascinating, but just because we won't be able to fix the trains otherwise.
Well, I mean, it definitely made my perspective mushed as I got closer to it, but I also have no idea if it was physically doing anything to me. Not that I noticed, but I don't know. Maybe.
Well, you stayed within the building, and the building you can tell is not physically compromised by anything. So you didn't go very far.
Yeah. That's true.
Doesn't mean it couldn't be temporarily compromised.
Even just getting to the corner of the building, looking back, like Rakk looked all stretched weird, and I assume he was not stretched weird. You weren't stretched weird, were you?
I checked myself. Nope, I don't think so.
So I don't know. No, hopefully it's just a perspective thing. Yeah,
maybe just slightly.
Okay. I like being optimistic too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Well, I think we should ask him what at least maybe the safe path, a path that we can follow the other technicians, or maybe get some more answers.
Oh yeah. Okay. That sounds like as much of a plan as anything.
Okay. So you're going out to the front, past the front door?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and talking to our friend again,
Ambra.
Yeah, Ambra. So yes, we again are at least the other technicians that are going to be able to help us right now. Can you give us a pass or a way to get up to the generator so we can help the others?
Amber is looking off into the distance, and then he points off to a point off to the side of the vanishing point, to the distant city skyline, which you can see. And you see he's pointing at a single point of light that you can clearly see. He says, "You see that?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my home. My wife's there. My kids, grandma, grandpa. They're all so proud of me because I got this job. This morning,
good job.
My wife, she cooked me a great breakfast. I can still taste it. It's the best meal of my life. I'll say that every day, though. And, it feels like I've been so long since I've seen them. But see, they got that light on for me. We got an extra bright light. It was a bit of an extravagance, so they would know that I would. They never turn it off while they're waiting for me. Yeah,
that's real nice.
Somebody's gone mad.
Sometimes I feel I feel so alone out here. It's so cold.
I know what'll warm you up a little bit more. Let's have some more of that coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Coffee just warms that pit in the middle of us. And, as soon as we get this fixed, we can all go home. All of us.
Oh, yeah.
Together, we can all go home.
Yeah, I'd like that. I'd like to go home. I feel like I've been out here too long.
I think we definitely want to make sure you do get it. So, but yeah, this is it's. So do you know the path that the others technicians took?
Oh no, that was above my pay grade. I wasn't.
Do you know where we could? Do they have that? Do they have an office?
Well, no, but the manual with the hazard codes had all that stuff too. It was a special one, and only the station manager is supposed to have it. Franklin, he had it. Of course, he went back towards the tunnels, but it'd have all kinds of stuff. I wanted to go down there to yell at him, and I can't. I've yelled at him from here, but my duty binds me to this building. I cannot leave my post. Yeah.
Well, hey, I've got a wonderful idea. We can leave this building. We're not bound here.
Yeah, because you're the freelancers. You're the contractors. Yeah.
We're the freelancers.
Yeah. All right.
We can easily go and we can ask Franklin. Now, what does he look like again?
Oh, he's a pump. He's a jackass. He's the one with the... he's got his hair all fancied up and a pompadour. God, that man's an ass.
So, fancy boy is the description I get.
Yeah, he's a fancy boy, all right. He thinks very highly of himself. Yeah.
Ross.
Yeah.
Ross.
What?
Ross. Mm-hmm. Are you sending us after a tunnel rat?
No.
You mean tunnel snakes?
Or tunnel snakes, sorry.
Tunnel snakes rule.
I have to ask these things just in case.
Yeah. Yeah, go on towards the tunnels and let them and give me. I'd deeply appreciate getting a status update.
All right, yeah, we can do that, right?
Something we'd be absolutely happy to do, sir.
Okay. So
delighted in so many ways.
By the way, as soon as we're out of earshot, this guy's totally mad, right?
I think he's been here a while.
That's what I tried to say, but no, it's definitely the singularity. It's not madness.
Well, I think it can be a little bit of both. I feel like his existence has been sort of, I don't know, weirdly warped into this. Oh, by the way, I know I said the tunnel seemed really safe earlier, but there was definitely some strange moving shadows in there. I was just trying to, not mention that.
Oh, yeah, I definitely smelled something. So this place is very dangerous. I'm guessing.
Oh, good, great, yay!
Oh, what did you smell?
Old bones
danger,
and something. Old bones and something I can't quite put a paw on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are we looking at a bone creature?
Well, I mean, it could just be regular bones.
Rakk, the scent, it permeates the entire place. You'd have to make hunt checks specifically to find the source of them. It would not be easy. Because there's a lot of ground.
I could find it if we wanted us to, but that'd take a while.
Yeah, it would definitely take a while.
Yeah, and I don't think that we have time.
Yeah.
And I imagine that since we're in a magic technology train station, my ability to smell different types of magic is probably overpowered at the moment.
Well, are you heading towards the tunnel?
I mean,
we need the manual. Yeah. So
I like books. So yes.
Okay. There are 2 tunnels, and there's a train parked in each one, blocking it. You can see also that a curtain has come down around both tunnels, so that the only way in and out is to go inside one of the trains. And the train on the left, you weren't really looking at it earlier, but now that you're really looking at it, the interior windows all seem to have this soot or like blackened substance all over them. And so you can't really
smoking car.
Yeah. So you can't really see inside that well. The right train though appears normal. You can't really tell anything. But
I mean, if we can look through the windows on the one that's not obscured, that would be easy enough to check first.
Okay. So are you doing that?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and peek in the one that does not have
the one that windows. It's the left one is the dirty windows, the right one does not. So you look in the windows of the right one. It is dimly lit. It does see the and as you do that, you start looking in the windows. The door hisses open. It is an automatic door, and it pops open, and you hear it is sort of a wave of cold air passes over you, Outis, chilling you, and you hear a ghastly whisper, "Enter."
Oh, all right. I'm not one to turn down an invitation.
Grab his shoulder before he walks in.
What? They said it was cool.
Well, no, that was a cold wind and a cold voice that said enter.
Hey, I don't know the temperature of that voice. That's profiling.
Have you been in this station, Gerhard? I mean, this whole station is cold. I've been chilled to the bone just walking in, and frankly, I think a nice invite into a place. Is it warm in there, friend?
No, I think it's cold.
I have fur.
Oh, okay. That's clearer. I'm gonna go in and help the creaky voice.
Yeah. All right.
Creaky voice obviously needs our help.
Yeah. So you go. So Outis goes in first, followed by Valanthe, and then followed by
reluctantly following after them,
Garanhon and Rakk. So Outis, the voice seems to be coming from a sealed room on the right side of the train, like it's like some sort of utility room or something in there. But there's a little speaker on. It's like, you have to stop it.
I'm not doing anything.
It is a danger to the station. It must be eliminated.
What's the danger to the station?
Which it? Do you mean like the space warping thing in the other direction, or is there something else we don't know about?
Code 514.
Okay.
4. A book. The door opens. And there's no one in there. But there is a book.
Oh, hey Garanhon, I think this book was asking for you.
Is it the manual?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
it is a special operations manual, Nazard. A special operations manual.
Yeah, it said code 51444. I'd look, but technical manuals are boring, and I don't like them.
You don't know how to live.
No, he's right. They are.
Thank you.
I said I read. I don't read boring things.
So, but read up. Yeah, what is? It's like what's under the listing for code 51444.
Intrusion. Category 4, major. Info consumption. Informational infovore. Major hazard. Shut down station. Isolate. Wait for specialists to eliminate.
We're specialists at eliminating things.
Yeah. There's some handwritten notes.
Could I do it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Could I do a discern technology for Info 4?
Yeah, sure.
What that is? So, okay. If I've encountered one of those with things before. Nope. Don't know what that is.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty fucking weird, whatever that is.
I don't suppose I could attempt to discern occult and see if I know anything about an Infovore?
Yeah.
All right. 8.
Okay.
Awesome.
So, what you know about an Infovore is there are certain entities.
This is wild. The signs are blank.
Yeah, that
they devour knowledge.
The heart.
It's in the name.
They're commonly known by delvers as angels. They are creatures that are created by the heart to do the heart's bidding. Now, most of the times it is destroy this haven because they built somewhere they shouldn't have, or they're taking resources. Kill this person because it destroyed a creature the heart wanted to continue to exist. That kind of thing. But there's theories that sometimes the heart would send out angels to gather information for it, to perceive things. And it wasn't enough to simply know something. It also had to deny it to the enemies. So Infovores not only consume knowledge, they erase it.
They literally consume the knowledge.
They literally consume the knowledge. Obviously, such an entity would be an existential threat to the train network. And so they must have set up a system to detect them and shut down. So the information node is obviously under these train cars. And the Infovore, well, what the fuck happened to the Infovore? The angels that you're aware of are concrete physical entities. They're really fucked up looking sometimes, but there's that's a fucking angel. This is some, Neon Genesis Evangelion shit is what this is. I don't even know what that is.
Man, I hope it's the reflective dodecahedron.
Yeah. They're often read terrible and mighty. That is they're not good. But it detected an angel and shut the station down, and then something else happened, and here we are. So you got step 1 figured out at least of what happened here. But yeah.
What could have at least stopped that? Actually, looking in there, because I've probably at least heard that, does the manual actually have a specific for the code right now, at least they were saying, do they have any other procedures for dealing with an angel?
Not in the in general, call security and try not to die.
It's usually a good idea.
Where's security?
Yeah, this is meant for a station.
We're very
match.
good at not dying.
Yeah.
So far.
So, you realize though that there are a couple of different approaches to this. Well, you have the manual, and there are controls in these train cars to. You can't fully shut down. You can't in the lockdown because the sensors are going off. But you know where the sensors are because that's listed in the manual. So you could sabotage the sensors and then in the lockdown. And in which case you have access to the node. But obviously they're detecting something of the Infovore here. Yeah, that's the other thing. The angels are manifestations of the heart made flesh, and this thing has been cut off from the heart.
Yeah, because we're in a weird space warp.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
have a feeling that if we close that, angel time.
Yeah.
Well, you
Although
don't.
we haven't looked into the-
So you don't know what's happened to it in this interim period. Yeah.
Also, we haven't looked into the other train as well. It might be in there.
Well, I mean, we could knock and see. I had good luck with the disembodied voice in this one, so you know.
Mm-hmm. Another thing is also you flip through the manual. There is a whole section on messing with gravity well equipment.
What it's called.
Yeah, step 1: don't mess with it. Please follow these procedures exactly. Yeah.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Please follow the instructions on all of the signage that we have around that is clearly visible.
Oh yeah,
Stay safe.
yeah. There's a lot of shit about the signage that yeah.
Look, there's a coronet reel. You and gravity wells.
All right, so yeah, you could try and go mess with the vanishing point shit and see how that works out for you. You can mess with the other train car and mess with them, or you can mess with the sensors and in the lockdown, which, yeah.
Seems rash in the moment. So,
I'm thinking
the other train car.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's go do that.
All right. So you get out of the train car, the right train car. You head over to the left train car. There's a door leading in. You can't really see in because, yeah.
I will go ahead and get in front and run point on this just to make sure that if there's any damage, it's coming towards me first.
The door opens. And then you're immediately assailed by thousands of whispering voices that start asking you questions. Who are you? What are you doing? What is this? What are your shoes made out of? What are the last 10 things you touched? Yeah. What is this cut from? What is this cut from? What is this thing between your teeth? Yeah, and so go ahead and give me an endure plus cursed.
All right. No cursed on that, but it'll be fun. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's good.
It's fine. Critical. I made it.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Well, to answer all of your 10,000 questions first.
Oh no, you just shut the door. Yeah.
Clonk.
Oh,
so does it feel like you found an infovore?
So don't go in there?
They're interrogative.
Yeah. So you realize that perhaps the entire thing is leaking out of the train, but very slowly. As obviously the signage indicate that the angel is slowly contaminating or escaping containment. But in so doing, it is no longer like a standard angel. It is probably actually weaker. It is definitely weaker than a standard angel at this point. Which is, I mean, good for you, but yeah, it's definitely not like just a big old creature you can shoot or stab. That is definitely a problem. So, so yeah.
See, aren't you glad we went into the nice car first?
No, when you're right. So I will not deny that.
Yeah, in fact, all of you, because you did open the door briefly, all of you start noticing little things. Actually, you notice the cover of your manual that you are holding is now erased. Yeah, and you probably want to retreat, get away from it, so it doesn't eat the rest of the manual really quickly.
Just slightly.
Yeah. So you back away. It doesn't seem to be able to follow you, as it's more of like operating as an aura or a gas or
it's vibes.
Yeah,
it's vibes.
Yeah. It's vibes.
Cursed vibes.
The cursed vibes.
It's all good.
Mm-hmm. So, but you think now if you end the lockdown, it'll coalesce and form some kind of physical body that you can fight. So you could just have a big old fight a weakened Infovore angel. Or you can mess with the gravity stuff, or you can think of some other solution.
Well,
what Rakk is going to pick.
Look. I know that there's sometimes you need to be calmer and more methodical, but I don't know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, anything that involves tearing something to shreds is what I'm going to pick. You know that.
To shreds, you say.
That's to shreds, you say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not sure. Again, there's anything actually to. Well, it's like physically tear to shreds, though.
Always something to tear to shreds.
Well, no, I mean, I assume he would mean after we switch off the thing that cuts us off from the heart. Although that kind of makes me wonder what'll happen to the train guy. Like, I mean, will time snap back for him, or is he just sort of?
I mean, I guess he would just maybe crumble to dust when his true age reaches him.
I mean, maybe it's hard to say.
Well, let me assuage a couple of your fears there. Like me, he is drow. We don't die of old age.
Oh, yeah.
At least, not to my knowledge. I mean, most drow rarely live beyond the age of 40 because of all of the, backstabbing and poisonings and the
or getting
betrayal.
worked to death by the high elf oppressors above ground. Yeah.
Or that, yes. So, regardless, I think that he'll be fine.
Okay, well, I accept that.
I honestly, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, look, I was, I'm all right. So I guess
I'm basically in it for resources I could eat, so I don't die.
Yeah, I mean, I too kind of wonder what angel meat tastes like. That's a fair question.
That is
so.
I could do a cookbook on angel flesh recipes.
Oh man, that would be wild.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, focus. Kill angel first, cook angel second.
Right. Well, again, I think at this point, releasing angel towards back the heart, where it's not affecting this, is probably the best option.
I mean, if we shut off the thing, will we be? Nah, it wouldn't take it. Nah, it wouldn't take us to the surface, would it? We're down here, whether we. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you have no fucking idea.
Yeah, allow me to point out the fallacy in your argument there. Just a little. We release an angel, and it goes towards the heart. We would be if it gets to the heart itself.
Well, it's from here.
It becomes everybody's problem.
I mean, that's not necessarily true. Maybe it Maybe it'll just want to go home because it's been locked in a weird other space for time immemorial.
Just go to your home.
They go berserk.
Well, like essentially.
No, I mean, it could also do that.
I mean, it's only been here. I mean, the disaster that fucked up the train network was like a century ago. So
yeah, I'm not an angelologist, so I'm only guessing.
Like, are you too good for your home? Mm-hmm. Answer me.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's like it's more at least just the general trap of it being trapped here, unless we are actively engaging it and steal ourselves in a safe position. I assume right now it would just leave of its own accord.
Well, yeah. Okay. Here's what I will suggest. We'll figure out where the various sensor things are before we decide what to do with them, and then if we decide to tamper with them or whatever, we'll probably have to have you do that, Garanhon, and the rest of us can come out over here and be ready to pounce on the angel once it has a meat body. If we decide to do that.
Yeah, if you want into lockdown, first you have to disable the sensors. There's 4 of them, and that's just like a mend if you want to sabotage them, or a hunt check to break them without suffering any complications, because they are protected and there are safeguards that can... that the manual mentions but doesn't explain how to disable them, because that's
that would be my choice.
Yeah, because why would they tell you how to disable the safeguards? So that's step 1. There's 4 of them that you have to get rid of. Then you have to go inside the train that you were just in, the right side train, and actually inside that little compartment, there is a process that you follow. Push this button, pull that lever, turn this dial. And then then it'll check the sensors. Sensors won't say anything because they're shut off.
Okay. So we'll end up all coming back around here anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
That's way better.
Yeah, it has to check the sensors. It doesn't. Yeah. So and then the lockdown ends, and then Well, the angel will definitely be able to coalesce its body. So
okay, so do we want to check out the weird space warping device first, or do we want to poke around and check out the sabotaging the sensors or whatever?
Let's go to the sensors, I say.
Well,
I mean, Garanhon, we're gonna have to end the lockdown if you're gonna get anything out of this train station. Like that's
no, that is true. So, as much as I want to do that, I think this is going to be the best part of it because that device, at least warping it right now, probably won't be even somewhere safe to look at. Beside that's like until the angels dealt with. So
I don't know. I mean, I really liked the feeling of looking at it. It felt very normal and good.
You feel stretched.
Probably
thin.
write a bunch of different notes all about it. As soon as you don't have to worry about those notes disappearing when the angel wakes up and gets hungry.
Oh yeah, that's
and
also
that would at least be the concern. So,
Actually,
all right. So let's take a look.
What do angels eat?
Well,
I mean,
this one
don't
eats
eat.
words. We know this one eats words.
It'll literally make you eat your. No, wait. It will eat your words, not. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, let's take a look at the nodes and see if what we can do to at least.
You mean the
take those
sensors?
offline. Or sorry, the sensors. Yes.
Yeah. You can. They're basically there's two in each tunnel. One on the ceiling of the tunnel. One on the bottom of the tunnel. So you have to climb on the top of the train or under the train. And then there's a little hidden panel that you see that you open up, and then you either sabotage it or break it. But you have to make a skill check for each of the four, because it's the safeguards, which you don't know exactly how they work, will protect it. Probably, they'll do something unpleasant to you if you fuck it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Something unpleasant, you say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As it
What to say?
just more like atomizing, you say.
Mm-hmm.
Atoms are just the smallest possible shreds.
All right. Can I have Outis assist me on these?
Yay! I'm helpful.
Well, I mean, to make it easier, you could all each do one node or sensor. Yeah, because there's four of them and four of you. Yeah. So let's. Yeah. So.
Yay!
Yeah. That just out of character to make it more fair for everybody. So.
What, you're not going to disintegrate me alone?
Yeah. Well, it's not like let Aaron make 4 rolls in a roll.
Yeah, do it.
All right. So, Garanhon, you can do the first one.
Okay.
Are you sabotaging it or breaking it?
We're going to go with the sabotaging it, so it's not, because I don't want to break something if it could potentially be salvaged.
All right.
So.
That is repair or mend. Sorry.
Mend. Oh, crap. So.
Yep. That's how sabotage works.
Uh,
Because it ain't discern. You have to mend it or punch it.
Okay. So that would still go off the technology.
Mm-hmm.
Don't stop for nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least give me 2d10.
Sabotage is just repairing something in a way the creator doesn't want you to.
It's
Fair
unrepairable.
enough.
It's not sabotage. It's
Success, yes.
Okay. Yeah. You with the critical, as you did, you realize
That's not critical. It's not a critical.
Oh, I thought you got a 10.
Yeah, you got a 10 and a 6.
6 and a 7.
What?
What? Are you,
sorry, in general. So,
you
I'm
posted.
sorry,
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know I was in general.
Oh.
Sorry.
You son of a bitch. You get a regular success. No, you get a success with stress. So, you will. Get.
Do.
Well, you'll get one point of blood. This cannot be protected because it is a shock that conducts through your armor. Yep.
All right, not the first time I've had that happen. It's okay.
Think of it as a wake-up call.
And I assume you have less than 6 blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've only had one.
All right. So yeah, that hurt. Outis, I guess you're next.
Wee!
Are you also going to break it? Or are you going to mend it?
No, I'm sabotaging it, so I'm going to use mend and technology, which I have both of.
Oh, yeah. You're really good at this.
Yeah, what do we got? That is... Sorry, one landed in the shadow of my coffee. Oh, that's a 2.
Oh,
that's a
no!
9. Sweet, I got a 9.
All right, yeah. You disable it. How do you... Is it the red wire or the blue wire?
See, the trick is that you have to cut it with an instrument that will not conduct the kind of energy that it's powered by. So I bite through the blue wire. Teeth are the answer.
It's the last thing they'd expect. And the answer, as always, is teeth. Rakk, I assume you're just going to be punching yours or stabbing it.
Well, basically, I'm hunting it.
Okay, you cannot hunt. You have to use kill.
I thought I was doing to sabotage it.
No, it's kill or mend.
Oh well, it's kill time.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, are you just punching it?
Or like, I have a weapon. I'll smash.
Okay. Yeah.
Your weapon is a bow.
I also have a knife.
He does have a knife.
Oh, that's right.
He does not have that sword breaker anymore.
Yes, sir.
Woo, sick.
Yeah. You're really fucking good. So yeah, you easily smash it into tiny bits. With a 10, I'll say you get a D6 technology resource.
Nice.
Yeah.
You hit it so hard it falls into its component parts.
You realize you don't even have to hit it itself. You hit right by it and it pops out of frame, and you can just cut the wires below it without triggering anything.
Hey, I saved something.
Yeah.
Does that make me a scientist now?
It does.
The one of us who was not trying to mend manages to get the whole piece.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
I love it.
All right, Valanthe, I assume you are trying to sabotage it.
You assume correctly, because while I can do both mend and kill, it's like, Garanhon would be sad if I just destroyed this thing. I mean, to him, this is a beautiful work of art. To me, it's, a hunk of console.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to shout jinx, because I got the same thing as Tom, a 10 and a 6.
Shit.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Listen, all y'all, it's a sabotage.
Mm-hmm. All right. So
the two non-tech people do the best job.
Yeah. So you also get a D6 technology.
I'm just thinking that we're sitting in the same tunnel, and after seeing the way that he did his, it's like, excellent job. Now, Rakk, boost me up. Okay, so you hit it here and here. Here's the way to do what you did, but cleaner.
Like, hey, my way was perfectly clean. I'm probably gonna eat this later, but never mind.
Yeah, it keeps his blades in very good condition.
All right, so you've disabled all the sensors. So Garanhon, you don't have to make a check to end the lockdown. Yeah, are you just gonna do it? You gonna do anything before you let the angel out, essentially, or whatever the fuck it is now?
So I'm trying to think of any other precautions that we can take. So
okay.
If you want to end the lockdown, you got to take the vaccine.
Do we? Nice. Do we know? Like, I mean, obviously, this angel thing has been here for a while, or not, depending on how time works.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know if there's a point of like information consumption that would sate it?
Oh, that's an interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Because let me just say, guys, I have a thought.
Mm-hmm.
There's this. So there's I have this diary that I have, and I think it's, let's just say, complicated enough that I think it might, at the very least, distract it.
Mm-hmm.
And at the also might count as destroying something important to my masters.
And I've got something that'll go hand in hand with it. If we take your diary and my romance novel, don't give me that look. It was just light reading.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm wondering, since my diary has connections to shit, that maybe that would I don't know, do something unexpected. This will also certainly have very bad fallout for me once someone realizes what I've done.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, if you want to try and figure that out, I'll let you discern plus occult there. Only Outis can try.
Okay.
Yeah. I would also say, it's still just discern, figuring something out. Gotcha. Yeah.
Wow.
What'd you get?
So, you know how I have both discern and occult. So I was rolling 3 dice.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled 3 ones.
Oh.
You got a good feeling about this.
Yeah. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
There won't be any consequences whatsoever.
It'll either give me a major beat or give me a major beat down or both. We'll see.
Yeah, you certainly can. So, yeah. Are you ending the lockdown and just letting Outis throw his book at it?
As far as Outis, I feel Outis is taking.
Yeah, no, I'm confident. This is what I want to do.
He's good. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and that's like throw down, and hopefully the angel takes his bait.
Okay. So Outis, you take 5 mind stress.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Oh, that put me over.
Yeah. Yeah. So you cap out. So you're gonna take major mind fallout from this, just automatically.
Awesome. So do I just clear the rest then?
Yeah, you just clear the rest as it's major. Because your masters, for what they are aware of infovores and have certain protections to short circuit it as soon as it triggers. So all that pain loops back onto you. So essentially, all that infovore goes into you, but you're not supposed to reveal your secrets. So it's just doing nasty things to your mind. So it's just So it's really not good for you.
No, it isn't.
No, it's not. Let's find out those major fallout lists. Here we go. Major fallout.
We have hit a milestone, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see here. There's so many to choose from.
I'm concerned for you, Thad, because this is usually me.
Yeah, it'll be great. I have a radical idea.
Are you going to cross the streams?
Basically.
All right.
If we set ourselves on fire, we can go anywhere.
All right, so you start acting in an unsettling manner. First off, the GM chooses one: fight, flight, or freeze. Obviously, fight. You're going to use that collateral ability, and then all friendly characters who see you immediately take D6 mind stress. As Outis starts phasing partially in and out of existence. You see multiple versions of him screaming and ranting, and something starts glowing at the base of his skull. You almost see something trying to reach out of Outis's skull and go for you for a second. And it's trying to kill you. There's something coming from inside Outis that wants to eat you. And so I'll just do... so that's going to be 2 mind stress for Garanhon. Let's see here. And then this is going to be 4 for Valanthe. And 2 for Rakk. And let's see here. So Garanhon's going to take mind fallout, my major. Same with the Valanthe. And
Yes.
Rakk,
hopefully the angel also gets indigestion.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. So Garanhon and Valanthe will take minor fallout from that. Rakk, what is your current mind stress?
Any mind stress.
Okay, so you're fine. You have 4 now, or you have 2. You have 2.
Like holy shit! Like are you? What's going? Guys.
Okay. So Valanthe, you react in a strange way that weirds out your friends. Tell us how. Any friendly character who sees you marks D4 stress to mind. So.
Oh no, it's nesting.
Yeah, and let's see.
You want inside my mind? Yes, you want inside my mind. All you're getting inside my head, my head, my head, my head.
Okay, so you're just chanting and babbling like that?
Oh no, every single time that the words repeat, it's a slightly different voice.
Coming
Remember,
from a different part of you.
Coming from a different part of me. I have way too many mouths and they're all talking at once.
Okay, so that's going to be D4 mind stress to everybody.
Exact right amount of mouths.
Oh my god.
Yep. And let's see here.
So do I... am I getting mind stress from that?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
It's just recursive at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
All aboard the crazy train. We're going off the rails.
Let's see here. I will say, Garanhon, you become fascinated with Infovores. So usually whatever caused the fallout. You must try and learn more about it firsthand if possible. Whenever you attempt to learn more about your weird fascination, roll with mastery. If you have the opportunity to learn about it and refuse, mark D4 stress to mind. So you're fascinated with Infovores.
Because if they've eaten all this information about the Vermissian, maybe you can get them to puke it back up for you.
Yeah.
You could just...
So
it's a regurgitating thesis.
All right, so I'm just going to roll a D4 for all of you for let's see here. Except for Valanthe. So this is going to be for Garanhon. So that's 2, and then you're fine. So you get 2 mind stress. This is going to be Outis. You get 4.
I get my 4 back.
No, you don't.
God damn it!
You know what? I'm not going to let you. Actually, I will let you keep it because you just take major. Yeah,
you don't have to be nice if you like. I
don't think you can take it in, like multiple instances at once because this is the same.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah. So you're still at 4 now, and then Rakk, you take another 3, so you're at 5 now. No, you're not. You're yeah. So,
sorry, Rakk.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I mean, I feel like Rakk is a take the edge off kind of guy.
Yeah, take the edge off. Yeah, you need a drink. Until you reach a landmark with access to intoxicants and render yourself insensible, roll 2 dice when you mark stress to mind and pick the higher. Can be upgraded to addict. This is ongoing.
Until I get something?
Yeah, take the edge off.
Yeah, until you get drunk.
Yeah, and pick the higher. So... yeah, and basically, so yeah, we'll do that every trip. Well, that'll reset after the trip, I think. So we'll figure that out later. But anyways,
it's ongoing until you reach a landmark that has something to get fucked up on.
So as the Infovore angel, the angel remnant, really, the basically. Thousands of whispers which have physical shape. At least you can see what a whisper looks like, and that's unsettling. It shapes itself into a humanoid being, an immobile statue of bone with floating masks. But then it breaks down. It can't fully form itself. The walls. Eyes start growing on all of the nearby surfaces, the train cars, the ground, and then they disappear again. Reality shimmers and trembles, and then it's back to normal, quote unquote. This thing is definitely unstable and weakened from its long, futile attempts to escape from lockdown. So it's a lot weaker than it would be otherwise, which is great news for you, because holy shit. Outis, what does collateral do?
Collateral is if I get hit, I give it to somebody else once per session.
Okay.
Somebody else takes the stress in my place.
Okay.
So it's only once I'm attacked.
Okay.
Or yeah.
Okay, so in that case, we'll just stick to normal. I thought it was an ability you triggered. So we'll start.
Well, it is. It's just once. I have to take stress first.
Okay. So this thing is only standard difficulty. It's not even risky, and it's much weaker, but it still will. Yeah. It'll. Yeah. So we'll start actually. Who wasn't fucked up can still act.
No one.
I think Rakk is the least affected by this. No, he's an addict. Yeah, you all got something. Yeah.
I just had the fascination with this now.
Yeah.
I think Aaron's wanting to get up close and personal is what I think the read on that would be.
You know what? He is. You are motivated. Yeah. What are you going to do, Garanhon?
So I'm absolutely fascinated by the option of capturing at least some information from this. So, as is it already out of the car, trying to get back towards the heart?
It's just coalescing into a physical shape in front of all of you. You definitely realize it's going to deal with you first before it does anything else.
Okay. I would like to see if. Oh, actually, do we still have access to the? We disengaged the gravity, right?
No, you haven't touched it.
We haven't touched it.
No, we just turned off those sensors.
Yeah, to end the lockdown. You didn't mess with the gravity at all.
Discern technology to see if I could possibly use the train's gravity, basically to figure out a way, basically to contain it briefly, to kind of constrain it.
You know that's impossible unless you lure it into one of the gravity lanes. Then you could. It has a physical body now. You could.
I guess I'm doing that then.
Bleeds, we can kill it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm doing that then too. That's the only good way. And you have to sacrifice your mind and your body for knowledge.
So basically, you have to lure it in there. So you have to kite it into a gravity lane, which means an evade check.
Okay. So I will go ahead and give that a try. Poorly.
I believe in you.
Using 1 dice. Unless I get. Oh no, this is be a cult. So made it.
Yeah, you make it on there. And it is basically it is unused to its new body. It flips over and falls onto it. So the next person to make a melee or any kind of attack to it will have mastery over it as it tries to right itself. So Rakk, you have a bow.
Nice.
You could shoot it with mastery now.
All right. I will do so.
And what tags does it have? Brutal, I guess. Brutal and tiring. I think it was.
Yeah.
Brutal. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, killing, range, tiring. Or no, it's just tiring. Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
8.
All right. That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll a d8. Yeah. Well, no, you actually get an extra d10 because you had mastery over it.
Okay.
So you can roll one more d10 and just see if you get a 10. Okay,
yeah,
didn't matter. All right.
Okay, so
yeah,
roll d8.
Yep.
That's an 8, baby.
All right, you solidly. Again, it's vaguely humanoid. It is trying to become an impossible, monstrous thing of beauty and blood and bone, but it can't quite keep its body stable.
Let's pull the bow back. Like, I need a drink. Fire.
Yeah. So it is heavily wounded. So it is going to actually the rest of you will get an action, and then it'll act. So let's see here. Valanthe, what are you going to do? Now it is physically far away from you now. It is on one of the floating trains. So
right.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I do have a ranged weapon.
Okay.
Skitters, get it out of my head. Familiar. He is an unreliable weapon, but he is a D8 weapon.
Is he? I thought he was like a delve thing.
Did I go for the delve or did I go? Shit.
Yeah, I think you went for the delve one.
All right.
Right,
that's on my list. Yeah. So instead, I'll just throw a knife at it. I do have an extra knife.
Okay.
Throw a barrel at it.
Do a barrel roll.
You will lose that knife. There will be no way to reclaim it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's safe. I mean,
if you miss, I'll say you can see where it lands. But if it hits the angel, you're not retrieving it.
To be fair, I don't think I need that knife back.
Okay.
It's a good knife, but
That's goodbye. That's a good knife. Goodbye, Mr. Burton.
Let's see. That is a 9 and a 10.
Okay.
I love these easy roller dice in this brand new easy roller dice tray.
Okay, go ahead and roll. You get to upgrade it 1 step for a crit, so it's a D8 damage.
Awesome. Here. For 8.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It is still up. Weirdly enough, angels are pretty fucking tough. Even a weakened one. Yeah, so it is, you carve off another, you hit its left arm and it falls off. A new arm forms, but slightly more deformed and, weird looking, less effective. Well, I don't know. You'll find out soon enough, what it can do. Garanhon will. Outis, yeah.
I don't want to burn around casting Frenzy of the Sky Court right now, so I'm instead just going to jump straight to my Brisk Conjuration, which is my air blast shotgun.
That will hit Garanhon as well. Because he is in melee range of the creature.
Yeah, you've got armor, right? You've got armor. Well, it's the only thing I could do from range, so
it's okay. It's okay. Take the shot. That just means if it's down, I can actually wrangle it for information.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's gonna. Well, we'll see. It'll be fun. All right. So I don't have kill right now, but since my brain is crazy, that does give me mastery. So that'll be 3d10.
I believe in you.
Well, this is curse domain to fight the angel, not technology.
Oh shit, you're right. Okay, 2d10. Huh?
Yep.
I don't know if I just want to roll 2d10 for this because it's a one-shot weapon, and if it misses, then that's very wasteful. So I think I will go ahead and cast my my Frenzy of the Sky Court so that I can attack later and do more likely do okay. So yeah, that's evade plus occult, which Hey, that's an 8. Okay, so that gives me burst of crazy Sky Court energy, +1 to all resistances, and I also get a temporary skill, which is once again killing.
Very good.
So I'm filled up with sky energy, and
all right,
ready to kill.
So it as you power up, as you go Super Saiyan 1. There
is wind whipping about me.
There is definitely wind, and you are definitely glowing. It looks very cool. So
look at me!
Garanhon, it reaches a hand forward. You probably want to evade, or it's gonna be fine. You're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna have a bad time. Or actually, I could be a real dick and say if you want to let it hit you at least once to see what it does, because it's just slowly reaching a hand to you.
I can do it. Can I roll Endure instead?
Endure
to just choose to take the hit.
Yeah, Endure. I'll let you take half damage.
Okay.
All right.
So. Because I need to know if this information, if there's any cross particular cross trade.
Yeah.
Gotta know.
Gotta know.
I fucked us all up. Sorry.
You kind of did, but that's all right. So, all right. Critical success. I'm okay.
Well, we'll find out. Let's see here. So yeah, this ignores your blood protection. As it unmakes a bit of your left thigh, so you don't have to take any mind stress. But it starts just erasing part of your flesh, and as it ignores your armor, it has piercing as a special crate. And yeah, you don't take any fallout from that. So you add 1 blood.
So I just take 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just grazes you. You have to take at least 1.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that I had the steel bones in there too to possibly replace that. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. So, let's see here. Rakk, you have the best ranged weapon.
More.
Mm-hmm. You do not have mastery over it. It is cursed, and it is a kill or hunt. Yeah. Or you don't.
Or I'll just miss.
Yeah, you'll just miss. Highest remaining dice. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I didn't say it was risky, but so yeah. An arrow lands very close to your head there, Garanhon.
Yeah, it's a regular failure.
Yeah.
You know.
What are you gonna do, Garanhon?
All right. Since I am at least close up to it now, I realize.
Run away!
Well, there's that.
True. So, I'm in the gravity there. So, could I possibly? Do I see?
Yeah,
the controls
basically,
where
you're in a train car in a gravity lane that's sort of like going, just doing. It's taking a circular path, just sort of spinning lengthwise over both tracks. So you're basically they're just watching you do basically the equivalent of an aerial donut.
revolutions.
Yeah, just
Get out of the way, and I will knock it prone for you.
All right, I will see if I can get out of the way to look for the controls. And
Controls of
attempt
what?
For the gravity the train to see if I can.
They're in the vanishing
Remember, there's a
point.
control room. Like that's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can't
Yeah.
control things.
You
remotely.
cannot control this. This is a
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will. Yeah. Then I will try to jump out of the way using the momentum of the train as
right.
it's revolving to catapult me off.
Yeah, that is another evade check
All right.
to avoid not only that, but also the other train below you that you don't want to like fall on
Okay.
or get
Can I
hit.
add technology to that since I'm?
Yeah, I would allow.
using
Yeah,
momentum? Okay. Thank you.
I'm going to allow it.
Which it probably means I'm going to fall to my death, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's fall to your grievous wounding. You only die in this game when you are tired of being alive.
Mm-hmm.
I literally have one Marty McFly thigh.
Oh, that happens to everyone.
See, you succeed. You take stress, but you succeed.
I do.
See, only one, which is absorbed by your armor because that was not piercing. You get nicked by something, and your armor absorbs it. Yeah. So good job.
It's a ding. It's fine.
Yeah. So
I knew you could do it.
yeah. Outis, you can cast your spell now.
Don't fucking miss. One shot.
Mm-hmm.
I got an 8. Fuck.
Nice.
So I got a 1, a 2, and an 8. Jesus.
All right. With that, that inflicts 1 stress, right?
It's 1d4.
Okay.
And if it when it causes stress, it will knock. Where's the thing for? It knocks shit prone. Debilitating, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's 1d4 damage, and it's debilitating.
Okay. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, where's my d4? There you are.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. 2.
Okay. It is teetering, but you do not get prone. Debilitating means the next attack that does mastery, I think.
Yeah, next attack rolls with mastery. So whoever's next, get them.
Valanthe, it is your turn. You don't have any ranged weapons now, but you could if you make a evade check to jump on there, you could make a melee attack. I'd allow both checks in the same turn.
Okay.
Twice the risk.
Since the changing is instantaneous, we're going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Swapping ourselves to our true form there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey. Spiders everywhere.
Oh, no, just one big mega spider conglomeration.
I was like, Ultra Mega Spider? No.
He's a legend.
Okay, so I've got a 9 and a 3.
Okay, so you jump on board. You're in the gravity lane now in the spinning train car. The thing is knocked prone over you, so go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. So this is kill, right?
Yeah, definitely kill. Kill and cursed.
Okay. So since I've got kill, that means I would be rolling 2. But since I've got mastery, I roll a 3rd?
Yeah, because of Outis set you up. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is 10, and 3.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll damage. 1 die higher because of the crit.
So this is with my Sacred Blade, so that would be D6 normally, so D8.
Mm-hmm.
4, 7.
Okay. That is enough to end it. it melts into its constituent parts. And unfortunately for you, Garanhon, because it was already incomplete, a remnant of an angel rather than full angel, it does not leave a body behind as it melts into nothingness.
Know what an angel tastes like.
Yeah.
I'm taking blank pages from the book and wiping it on there.
Unfortunately, that's enough. Not enough. You take 3 mind stress from that as it horrifies you to not get a sample.
Damn it, Ross.
Yep. No. Yeah. You take it.
Yeah. Fuck off.
Yeah.
That was said aggressively. Yeah, you take that.
So you take the stress, but you don't take any fallout from that. And you are also Rakk, quite vexed by the lack of any discernible goods to salvage from this being.
Rakk, would you like to lick the knife?
But
no, I only lick my own.
Oh, there's nothing left on the knife. Like I said, it evaporated. Like it turned into nothingness.
I'll lick your knife. I'll lick your knife if you want me to bless it for good luck.
Yeah.
Wait, Garanhon. That's something. That's a thing. It the pieces that weren't connected to its central body evaporated too. So that means the body is one thing, even when the pieces are separate. That is
knowledge.
That's
ancillary. We have to actually have a confirmation.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, that's the thing. I'm helping.
I know
because I kind of am responsible for some things. Fine.
So as you were all talking, Rakk, you're the first to notice it because you weren't we're sort of
brain broken.
No, yeah. Well, you notice that there are trains in the distance. The ones close to the vanishing point, weren't there some other trains at the vanishing point that were really just dots? Yeah. Oh wait, what? Looks like those dots that are slightly close. They're moving towards the vanishing point. The skyline's a little harder to see. You realize everything's being moved. It seems like everything really close to the vanishing point is gone. And things are being the perspective is more distorted than it was.
We should go.
Well, you have to get the information node to get the. That's the whole reason you were here. So
I'm just saying. Well, that's what I'm just saying. Like, we should probably go. So let's do what we came here to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So Garanhon, you rush into the train car. You can give me, let's see here, a discern plus technology check to figure out how to access the node quickly.
Okay. It's gonna take a lot of different contact points, but as long as I'm careful, I should be able to remove it.
Unfortunately, no, you don't have time. There is a way to do it, but it's not going to feel good. There is one section of the train with a superheated steam pipe that was running. You're going to have to vent it now and take a blast full of steam in order to have time based on the rate of which things are beginning to disappear. You realize it's accelerating. It's slow now, but it's going to get fast disturbingly quick. And if you're going to have enough time to pull a download from the information node, you're going to have to there's not a good way of doing this.
While he's doing that, by the way, I am going to be jumping into that one train car and pulling the train guy out.
Oh, well, he's not in a train car. Ambra is in the station.
Ambra's over in the office building.
Yeah.
The station.
Okay.
Yeah. You can head
still that.
Actually, before we do that, though, just in case, and I'm sorry to at least ask this either of Rakk or of Valanthe, but I'm... Oh, wait, no, that's because if I would take damage right now, that would be towards blood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would my armor protect me against that as long as I'm utilizing it?
No. It's superheated steam. It's going to get through your armor.
Okay. So I will try to go ahead and see. I guess I'll do that afterwards.
Oh,
maybe.
do you need something vented? I can vent stuff. I got protections. It'll be great.
So what kind of protections?
I can do it now or I can not do it now, but I can't really think about stuff right now because I'm still a little bit high from magic.
Okay, if you want to
yes or no, yes or no. Tell me to do the thing or tell me not to do the thing.
Yes.
All right. You take 4 blood stress there, Outis. What is your blood stress currently at?
Well, I take 2 blood stress because I have 2 layers of magical protection.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine. You feel the heat, but it's your sky court protects you from it.
There. All right.
So
let's get this out.
I feel like I had that coming.
Yeah. So Valanthe.
Yeah, let's go help the guy.
Yeah, well, Valanthe's there first. You go in the station, you call out for him. Amber's nowhere to be seen. You start searching around, and there is a closed room. The door is closed. He's not in the waiting room.
Let's open that door.
The waiting room does look a little different too. The employee lounge. The newspaper is crumbled to dust. The vending machine is rusted, and the cups of coffee you had are black sludge, or just dried out.
I mean, weren't they that already?
No. Well, you kick open the door, and you find the office with a phone and other apparatus, the ticket station, essentially. The shutter was closing on the side, and there is a skeleton in a perfectly preserved, if aged, trainman's uniform there.
Pick it up.
Mm-hmm. It begins to crumble into dust as you pick it up as gingerly as you can. The bones, well, the uniform does. The bones are still, they're bones.
Bones.
Yeah. You could take it. Yeah.
Looty bag.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry, this is a very undignified way to go, but looty bag. In he goes.
Okay. You don't have to make any more rolls. The trains start getting pulled into the vantage point one by one. Garanhon manages to get the download into the device. All of you rushed back to the vault door. Valanthe carrying a slightly large bag, slightly larger, and the vault door closes and seals itself, and it starts welding itself shut. It has become permanently destabilized. You will never be able to open that door again.
Oh,
yeah,
that's sad.
No, I mean, unless we get a nuke, we can do that.
But if one door isn't opening right now, that means another area of the Vermissian is opening for us.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's a good thing to think.
But as you were leaving, everything was turning to white. And shortly after you all leave, somewhere above you can feel a shudder, like a distant explosion or earthquake, but far above you and very, very faintly.
Oh, hey, did it pop back to the surface?
Well, I mean, there's one way to find out.
I'm not going up there.
The surface?
Yeah, I don't want the sky to see me. That's intimidating.
Yeah.
No, we do not. The light, it burns us.
So you have a choice now. You can either head back to Derelictus to heal up. You could press on to Redcap Grove or Black Raven Lodge. Those are the other 2 places you wanted to visit.
I'd like to.
Redcap Grove would have been a very short, easy stop.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Probably would have. I don't disagree.
And it's still going to be a very short, easy stop.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get some alcohol in my mouth.
Okay.
And my head
They
hurts,
have
so.
booze there.
Oh, dude,
My head hurts.
What hurts?
Sorry.
I have a migraine, and I'm mildly disappointed that that's like that a being of. I could not study a being of the heart further.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, how far away is the Redcap thing?
It's literally on the way home.
No, it's not. It's you'll have to.
Yes, it is. Voice from the sky. Stop arguing with us.
I would say all of you know the routes well enough to know that it is not on the way home. To give you some out of character information, Redcap Grove is a 6 delve, going home is 4, and Black Raven Lodge is 7 from where you are, and 5 from Redcap Grove.
Okay, so let's. I feel like going home would probably be best, so that we can gear up and then go to Redcap and the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that?
Yeah, at this point, and we need to decode the information from this note as well.
Okay, that's 2. Obviously, Valanthe wants to go to Redcap. Rakk, what do you want to do?
I want to go wherever there's booze.
That sounds like a vote for home.
Yeah.
Because Redcap Grove does not have booze, they have shrooms. That is their whole thing is shrooms. So many shrooms.
Would getting wasted on shrooms count to get rid of that thing?
It says an intoxicant.
Yeah, it doesn't
That
specify.
counts.
Yeah.
Or the shrooms or booze, I don't care. I need my brain to be muddled.
All right. So, but still, then 2 to 1.
I mean, how far is the Redcap place from here?
I think I said 6.
Oh yeah, it's still farther.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And I'm 2 away on mind stress for bad things. I gain even more issues, so I'd rather not risk that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. Next time you can. Well, let's first get back to the city then. Give me who is sorry, Garanhon, are you leading the delve back?
Yes, I am.
Give me a delve check.
Okay. And am I adding technology on this too, since we're coming back up to the Vermissian? Okay.
Nope. But that's definitely not technology. The gully you were traveling was cursed because it's full of magical waste. Lots of cursed things.
But we have it.
All right, roll d6. 6.
Oh.
Yeah. You all know how to go through these gullies now. You've been here before, and you're very motivated to get back. So you get back to Derelictus. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah. So as you do, you're able to rest. You'll be able to recover all your stress at the beginning of the next session. And let's see here. You still have just to remind you, Redcap Grove was for Valanthe to receive insight. And the Black Raven Lodge was because Rakk received an invitation on how to hunt the Black Worm, or information on the Black Worm, I believe. So yeah, I will say I'll leave you this, Garanhon. Accessing the data, and you share it with Charlize, it'll take you some time to fully decipher it, but one thing you can tell, there is an entity with the conductor's access to the Vermissian train network that is in the conductor is using what is the train network to look for the conductor is looking for a threat. There is a someone or something with the same level of admin access essentially as the conductor, which as far as you can tell, only the conductor could have had that. No one would be able to hack that. No one would be able to do that. But the network, the threat is coming from the heart, the direction of the heart, not from the spire. Someone from below, the conductor believes is threatening it. And this threat, the conductor is trying to secure the conductor believes that the intruder wants access to the train network for his own purposes, but he's concerned because whatever the intruder is doing is assessing. So it's basically like an information war right now. The intruder is probing the defenses and capabilities of the train network.
Trying to see a way to get to something that the heart of heart.
Well, perhaps the intruder's trying to figure out what the train network can do, because the intruder wants the train network to do something, and the conductor is very much determined to stop that. But yes, it perhaps could be that. That is something the full power of the train network could do. But that would be bad. That would be very destructive, like alter all of reality kind of bad. Yeah, you probably don't want that to happen. So, yeah. And, unfortunately, there is a bit of information. The conductor is very interested in Derelictus. And particularly he's looking for certain in people in Derelictus that he believes are connected to this threat.
Do they think we're connected?
You don't know. You just know the conductor is spending a lot of time accessing the train network's capabilities near Derelictus to observe Derelictus. In fact, you realize that there is another train station not too far from Derelictus. Unfortunately, it's straight down. You'll have to go to the second tier to do that, to access that second train network.
That sounds bad.
Yeah. But with that information,
safe.
If you go to that second station, you would be able to send a message to the conductor.
Ooh.
Yeah. Or whatever the conductor is now. But it would be one-sided. You have no idea how the conductor would respond. Well, you assume it was one-sided. You have no idea to one side.
Yeah, it's like prayer.
Yeah. But it would be a much more dangerous thing, because there's no way to go directly below. You'd have to go around Derelictus, then down, and then back over. You can't go directly down. So, yeah.
But now I'm absolutely concerned that we're going to do this. We're going to go down there, and the only response we're going to get back is a gravelly voice saying, Winston.
Perhaps not. Something to think about. So, yeah. But as we'll end on an epilogue, Valanthe, you find an elevator. Well, what do you want to do with these bones?
That's the thing. Most drow really don't die of old age. There's a certain amount of insight to be gained from them. And
are we gonna grind them up and smoke them?
No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take him to a shrine, to a nice little a witch haven. There's plenty of them around. And I'm going to commune with him, and I'm going to find out just how he lived.
Oh, well, that's much nicer than mine.
And then maybe after that, we'll grind him up and smoke him. We're going to get insight from him one way or another.
I can make a bone broth out of him.
Ooh.
Give me an occult plus endure check there, Valanthe.
A 9 and a 1.
All you get is you see in your vision as you try to commune with the spirit of these bones. You see the light in the distance, and you feel deep in your heart a sense of longing that you've never felt this intensely before. Of just a focus of loneliness, of heartache that you have to break the connection. Otherwise, you cannot learn more. It is too strong for you. But you know where that place is.
The surface.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you go there?
He wants to go home. Maybe if we take him home, we can get more information.
I guess we can forgo smoking the corpse.
For now.
Yeah, we can do that right now. I mean, going to the surface is actually relatively easy. Yeah, especially because you're not trying to get into like the high, fancy parts of Spire. You're trying to go to the outskirts. So
I mean, yeah, this is a lot. A lot of how hard this was is my fault. So I'll go along with you if you go into the surface.
Yeah,
I know you
Rakk, Rakk, fetch my really broad-brimmed hat, my parasol, and the glasses.
Yeah. Are all of you going?
We'll go at night.
Yeah, that's fine. So all of you, Garanhon, are you also going?
I'm gonna tap out on that one because I'm really I'm not doing well
Sure.
on my mind, so I really don't want to.
You're really focused on you're like, wait a minute, I could be going to the Library of Woes and like try and find about Infovores. Yeah, that sounds like a real. Maybe I should do that.
You two have fun. I'm gonna go get plastered.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'll go along with you.
All right. So the two of you head to the surface. You're on the outskirts of Spire, which is less intense than the main city itself.
I've never actually seen the surface. I only have memories that were implanted in my creation of seeing the surface.
Well, they conform. They largely conform. There's people. There's houses and stalls and merchants and it's peaceful. And the people they can see you. They do see you, and they're like, you can just tell instantly that almost all of them are like, I want to stay away from that person. And whether they realize you're a Delver or they just think you look weird, most people are giving you a wide berth. Now, of course, there are guards, there are mercenaries, there are criminals who are more hardened, and travelers and other more worldly people who probably instantly recognize what you are. And aren't really alarmed or surprised by it. You could see other Delvers yourself around on the surface, shopping or talking or walking around. But yeah, how do you react to seeing people that are markedly different than the average citizens of Derelictus? These are people who have day jobs or just regular jobs. They have families. They have hope. Yeah.
Sanity is perfectly intact.
They're not driven to head into an extra-dimensional hell maze of flesh and knives in order to fulfill some weird personal goal. Yeah.
Isn't that just what having a job is?
Oddly, not for everybody.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who needs that?
All right.
And you, what are you looking at?
All right. The gnoll.
They're probably jealous of your giant hat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So dismissive and annoyed. Okay. That's
mostly annoyed.
Mostly annoyed. All right.
Drow on surface. I don't get along with this.
No, there's tons of drow on
environment.
Drows are the underclass. They are forced by the high elves to be the exploited worker class. There's tons of them on the surface.
No, there are dark elves on the surface. Those are not true drow.
Okay, yeah, you're the weirdo that the other drow don't like. They're like, oh god, we gotta hear his theories again.
What do you mean, other drow? There are no other drow up here. They're stark elves. I thought we established this.
Okay, Outis, what about you? How seeing this now for real, not a fake memory? How are you holding up?
I mean, honestly. Kind of boring up here.
Yeah, it's definitely compared to even Derelictus on the calmest of nights is way more.
Look at all these.
Look
at all these completely intact buildings, not lingering on the precipice of a possibly eternal pit. Like, come on.
Yeah, there's no fights to the death. There's no oaths. There's no curses. There's no weird things lurking in the shadows. There's just people. But eventually you come to the neighborhood. You can see ruined train tracks that have been overgrown with weeds or partially cut up for scrap. But there are houses there, and there is a light on in one of them, a very bright light. And there is you see the family name over the gate leading in, the Lost Light. And there's an old woman tending a garden. It is early evening. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna let you take point on this because I'm clearly some sort of twitchy junkie, and that tends to put off people who are probably going to react with emotion.
This is fair. I'm going to knock very politely on the gate.
I mean, she sees you through the gate. She opens it. It's like waist high, one of those kind of There's just a big nameplate over it. So you walk under the nameplate. Sorry, I should have been more. But she sees you, so yeah. So.
And does it match the name?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we only got the first name.
No, he said Lost Light.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, his last name was Lost Light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Amberl? Yes.
Yeah. Hello?
Good evening, madam. It is a very sad duty that brings me here tonight, but a duty nonetheless. Did you know an Amberl Lost Light?
Yes, he was my grandfather. He was lost. He died in the when the train network exploded. I don't know. We have
during the Great Calamity. Yes.
Yes.
Well, I have brought him back to you, in a manner of speaking. We encountered his spirit. He was bound by duty to the very last, and he continued to work every day that he could. And the last thoughts that he had were of home and his family.
She just stands up, drops her trowel, and is speechless. Tears are coming, just pouring. As you take out his remains, the light which is hanging over the house, it is a expensive, bright light, an industrial light. Clearly, this was a major expense of this humble family. It is also, Outis, you recognize it as a new light. They must have swapped this out multiple times. But it's
the industrial light of Theseus.
Yeah, it is a tradition. And as the instant Valanthe hands it over, there's a pop and a gust of wind. The light goes out, and that's where we end it. As Ambra,
I'm getting drunk as shit.
The train man comes home.
Credits roll. Sad music. We see Garanhon digging through weird books about meat angels. Rakk's getting drunk to hell, and me and Valanthe are just sort of standing there quietly while a drow woman cries.
Yeah.
Well, hand over remains, and as soon as she takes them, I am taking the hat off in respect and bowing head.
Yeah,
I take my hat off and hold it above you to keep you shaded from the still darkened sky.
Yeah.
The other hand, the one that's not on the hat, is just reaching back to you to where you're holding the parasol and just angling it just a little bit.
Oh yeah,
there.
Parasol, right? No, that's I forgot I had. There you
go. Yeah. So before
awkward sadness.
Yeah, awkward sadness, poignant sadness.
Yeah.
So Garanhon definitely gained access to knowledge that someone tried to conceal. So you feel that story
My
beat.
detriment.
So let's see here, and I believe that's it. Tom didn't rescue anybody or charmed anybody. And you tried, Thad, but you didn't succeed in destroying the diary's still there.
Hey, man, wait till I get some booze in me. I'll charm some people.
But I will say this, Thad, you now realize you could do this. You just have to, if you short circuit those Infovore protections, it would totally work. In fact, it would really hurt your masters if you did it right. You just didn't. You just rushed it. You didn't think about it. But now that you've suffered through it, you could do it. This time it would work.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to talk to Garanhon later. I think we could knock our heads together and come up with something good.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, questions, comments, suggestions.
Oh, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it really was.
We have fun.
We do have fun. Cool. Well, thank you all for listening, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Later.
Bye from the Vermissian.
Good night.